Do you know where chocolate comes from or how it is made? Did you know that chocolate bars have only been around for about 150 years? Getting there, though, has taken centuries, because chocolate is as rich in history as it is in flavor. The cacao tree produces pods that are used in the making of chocolate. The first cacao trees grew wild in the rainforests of the Amazon over 4,000 years ago. They were first believed to be cultivated by Mayan Indians in the Yucatan region of Central America. The seeds gathered from the cocoa pod are cocoa beans, and once processed, it is known as chocolate. Aztecs used cocoa beans for money in 1000 AD. Later, they ground the beans into a paste and made a drink. Cocoa eventually spread to Spain and a century later to France. In 1657, a Frenchman opened the first chocolate house and made this chocolate drink popular. And by 1720, the perfecting and selling of this drink spread to Italy, where more chocolate houses opened. During the 17th and 18th centuries, chocolate was used for medicinal purposes. Cocoa beans were first introduced to America by John Hannon from the West Indies to be used as medicine. By the early 1800s, chocolate began evolving and was now easier to produce in mass quantities, due to several advances in technology. In 1828, the cocoa press was invented, which reduced the prices of cocoa and refined the texture of chocolate. It wasn't until 1847 that the first chocolate bar was made by Fry's Chocolate Factory in Bristol, England. But the first chocolate bars were made of dark chocolate. Milk chocolate was not invented until 30 years later by Henry Nestle and Daniel Peter. The Milky Way was born in 1923, and at the same time, Milton Hershey expanded his chocolate sales by marketing based on consumer impulse buys. Hershey was the Henry Ford of chocolate because he successfully mass-produced a chocolate bar that everybody could afford. Almost everybody loves chocolate. Napoleon carried it with him on his military campaigns, and it is even said to be healthy. 10% of the recommended daily allowance of iron is found in a 1-ounce piece of unsweetened chocolate. The U.S. consumes 2.8 billion pounds of chocolate a year, which accounts for half the world's supply. That's about 12 pounds per person per year. Chocolate has evolved from a popular drink to a currency to a delectable treat.